Yo, sneaker fam. Did you know that the most iconic sneaker of all time was actually banned by the NBA? Yup, that's right. Every time MJ wore his Air Jordan 1s on the court, he got slapped with a $5,000 fine. But Nike, they were like, cha-ching, we'll take that bet. So lace up your kicks and join me on this epic sneaker journey to find out why this shoe changed the game forever. Now, let's get to the shoe that started it all, the Air Jordan 1. This wasn't just any sneaker. It was a cultural revolution. With its bold black and red bread colorway, it broke the NBA's uniform rules, got MJ fined, and became an instant symbol of rebellion. Kids everywhere wanted to be like Mike, and that meant wearing those banned kicks. The Chicago colorway, with its classic red, white, and black design, further solidified the shoe's iconic status. The NBA's $5,000 fines for each game Jordan wore the bread ones became a marketing masterstroke for Nike. They flipped the ban into a badge of honor, turning the Air Jordan 1 into the forbidden fruit that everyone craved. This was marketing genius at its finest, and it launched the Air Jordan brand into the stratosphere. Air Jordans didn't just sell shoes, they created a whole new culture. Limited releases, collaborations, and the thrill of the hunt led to the birth of the sneakerhead. These aren't just fans, they're collectors, traders, and storytellers. Each sneaker has a nickname, a history, and a place in the community. We're talking Black Toe, Shattered Backboard, Royal, and countless others. Ever heard of someone calling their kicks their grails? Yep, that's Sneakerhead for Holy Grail. Now, let's talk about those iconic logos. We first saw the Wings logo on the Air Jordan 1 and 2, but then in 1988, Nike switched things up. They debuted the Jumpman on the Air Jordan 3, an image that was literally ripped from a Life magazine photo shoot of MJ dunking from the free throw line. That one photo captured everything Air Jordan was about: power, skill, and pushing the limits. And that Jumpman? It's now more recognizable than some sports teams' logos. The legacy of the Air Jordan 1 continues to thrive with new releases that capture the imagination of sneakerheads worldwide. The recent Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse blends the worlds of comics and sneakers with its bold colors and web-like details, becoming a must-have for any collection. And for those who love a touch of nostalgia, the Jordan 1 High OG Lost and Found Chicago Reimagined is the holy grail. It's designed to look like you found it in your grandpa's attic, complete with pre-yellowed soles, cracked leather, and a mismatched pair in the box. A nod to the manufacturing inconsistencies of the 80s. It's a fresh take on the classic Chicago colorway, perfect for any sneakerhead who appreciates a vintage aesthetic. Air Jordans aren't just for basketball anymore. They're a cultural force worn by athletes, musicians, artists, and fashion icons alike. They've walked runways, graced album covers, and even starred in iconic films like Space Jam, Do the Right Thing, He Got Game, and even White Men Can't Jump. Air Jordans have transcended their athletic origins to become a global symbol of urban culture, influencing fashion, music, and self-expression for generations. From the streets to the red carpet, Air Jordans are more than just sneakers. They're a statement, a lifestyle, a legacy that continues to inspire and redefine what's possible.
But here's the real question. Why did this shoe blow up the way it did? Why not any other shoe? Why not any other athlete shoe? Why not even Adidas? Why? Well, it turns out, Nike was running a masterclass in neuromarketing, using psychology to hack our brains. When the NBA banned the shoe, they didn't panic. Nike leaned in. They're basically telling the kids that this shoe is more dangerous. This shoe is too dangerous for the league. Maybe the league won't be able to handle this shoe. And our brains loved it. Woo! It's called the forbidden fruit effect. The forbidden fruit effect came from the Bible. When Adam and Eve was told not to eat the fruit, their brains Wow, that's forbidden. Let's try it out.
It's gonna happen.
It's genetically embedded in our brains. The second we are told not that we can't have something, we want it even more.
It's like, no.
And notice how Nike framed those 5,000 fines to be a positive rather than a negative.
Oh, yeah.
Not a punishment, but proof. Proof that those shoes are so legendary, not even the fine of $5,000 can stop it.
Oh, hell no.
They flipped the story. Instead of saying that it's illegal, they sold rebellion.
No. Oh.
And that's neuromarketing in action. It's called framing. The same facts, but completely different meaning. Now let's talk money. Back in the 80s, the Jordans was not that cheap. It was $65 and it was in the 80s. But here's the trick. By anchoring the price that high, Nike Air Jordans became an exclusive item where people wanted more. Expensive didn't scare the people away. It made it look more valuable than it truly is. And of course, social proof. When the best basketball player alive at that time was wearing the shoe, everybody wants to wear it. Rappers, fashion icons, and even kids showing them off at schools. And then boom, the bandwagon effect kicks in. Everybody wants them. And then decades later, Nike isn't done playing with our brains. They keep releasing these retros. Lost and Found Chicagos aren't just sneakers, they're memory machines. It is designed to trick your brain to feel nostalgia. And when you're buying nostalgia, you don't just buy shoes. You're buying a piece of your childhood memories. So yeah, Air Jordans aren't just iconic because of their style or even Michael Jordan's greatness. They're iconic because Nike wanted it to be iconic. It was engineered using neuromarketing. They turned a banned shoe into a forbidden fruit and made sneaker culture into a cultural phenomenon. And here's the kicker. The NBA never actually banned the Air Jordan 1s. What really happened? The league just sent Nike a warning letter about uniform rules. Not even a slap on the wrist. That's it. But Nike turned that tiny warning into a full-blown marketing myth. Instead of a ban, they sold rebellion. Instead of a fine, they sold forbidden fruit. And the result? The Air Jordan 1 became one of the most iconic sneakers of all time, birthing sneaker culture as we know it. Nike didn't just sold us a shoe, they sold us a story, and we bought it. And as Nike's sales are plummeting today, they're using that marketing myth again, selling us the story of the banned shoe. The story of the Air Jordan 1s.
In 1984, Nike created the revolutionary Air Jordan 1. 1 month later, they were banned from the game. Nike could have paid a fine, but they didn't.
It was $5,000 every game.
And it changed everything.
Nike couldn't afford this myth to die. For nearly 40 years, they've been milking the same banned story, re-releasing sneakers with the same outlaw branding. And even as late as 2024, when Jordan brand sales plummeted, they went back to their old playbook. Yep, they actually dropped another banned commercial, replaying the same story they've been selling since the 80s. But now, it just feels sad because the truth is, the Air Jordan was not actually banned. It was not actually fined. It was just brilliant marketing. And yet, they still recycled the same fake myth in 2024, hoping nostalgia alone will keep people buying. It worked once because it was a rebellion. Now it feels just like a repetition. And that's the danger of marketing myths. The longer you milk them, the less powerful they become. So the next time you're buying those swooshes, it's not about the sneakers. You're buying your childhood memories. And it's gold.
So tell me, what's your favorite Air Jordan? Do you have a grail you're hunting for? Share your sneaker stories and holy grail pics in the comments.